What's up, Daveeezy? We back with another video. You'll see the thumbnail title. I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get right into it. Let's go.
So as we get ready for Donald Trump to arrive for week 3, day 9 of the Trump criminal trial in Manhattan for his falsification of business records to interfere with the 2016 election, what is he doing right now? Well, was he campaigning yesterday on a day where he did not have trial? No. What was he doing? He was posting more QAnon videos, like this eerie and strange video from an account called Ultra MAGA Rocky 00117 that says one of my favorites. And if you look at the video, you'll see right here it says, "Where we go one, we go all." That is the QAnon slogan. QAnon is an actual death cult, and Donald Trump is just reposting and reposting QAnon videos. We previously reported, and this has been corroborated by other great organizations like Media Matters, that in a 2-year period when he first launched Trump Media, he amplified or posted over 500 QAnon memes. I think that number is closer to 1,000 right now. And if President Biden posted a QAnon, a death cult meme just once, I'll tell you, he'd lose my support, and I think it would be a major story in all of the media. It's a disqualifying characteristic for anybody in any type of leadership position, yet alone the presidency of the United States of America. But here's the video that Donald Trump posted. Now, I can play the video for you because Donald Trump stole copyrighted music, as he's known to do, and I don't want to do that here, of course, but let me just share with you what the video does. So it says, "Where we go one, we go all," and then it flashes images of Donald Trump with various world leaders from different countries. It flashes images of Donald Trump with the Vatican, Donald Trump with leaders in the EU and NATO, and as each image flashes, the words scroll across the screen that whoever the person is submitted to Donald Trump, that they bent the knee, that they submitted to Donald Trump. I saw somebody when I was talking about some of this on the podcast go, I think they meant they smelled him, not a different S word. That made me chuckle. But here is what the video shows. It shows like an image of the late Queen of England, and it says, "The Queen submitted." And then it shows the Vatican. It says, "The Vatican submitted." And then it goes on to say, "Vietnam submitted, Canada submitted, India submitted, NATO submitted, the EU submitted to him." And that's what the video shows. Then it says, "Where we go one, we go all." And it just made me think a little bit too, like nobody submitted. Like they all laughed at Donald Trump. First off, and who talks about people like that? They submitted to me. They submitted to me. It just goes to show you his malignant narcissism, his sociopathic nature that is just simply off the charts. But like, remember images whenever the world leaders would meet, they would like just avoid him. And now we may know one of the reasons too is because he's disgustingly smelly. But they'd also just absolutely avoid him. Like here's a group of world leaders, not seeing him right there. You remember when Donald Trump sent Ivanka as like an emissary to the G20, and like she tried to like speak with world leaders. They're like, "Get away, Ivanka. Who are you? Didn't your dad say he wanted to like have sex with you? Like it's gross. Like get out of here. What are you talking about?" Remember this moment? Play this clip.
Yes, but this is about social justice. And if
it's all, yeah.
As soon as you start talking about the economic aspect of it, though, a lot of people start listening who wouldn't otherwise listen.
And the same with the defense side of it. In terms of the whole sort of ecosystem. It's been very male-dominated. So.
And by the way, I wasn't taking a cheap shot at Ivanka. Donald Trump went on the Wendy Williams show, and he had previously said that what he thinks that he has in common with his daughter, Ivanka, is sex. Remember that? Play this clip.
We want to know a little bit more about you guys, so we play this game here. It's called Fave 5. I'll ask the question.
Question. Ivanka, you answer first, and then Dad, you answer also.
This is tough.
Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
And again, world leaders weren't submitting to Donald Trump. They were quite literally laughing at him. Remember when Donald Trump addressed the United Nations when he was disgracing the Oval Office and the world leaders quite literally laughed in his face? America was the laughing stock of the world. You know how Donald Trump, it's always like projection, and you know, everybody's laughing at Biden, everybody's laughing. No, they're laughing at you, and they were laughing at our country, that the country can ever put somebody like you in any position of power. Remember this moment when Trump was in front of the United Nations? Play the clip.
Today I stand before the United Nations General Assembly to share the extraordinary progress we've made. In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
By the way, I love this split screen video that President Biden's campaign put out where they showed Donald Trump being laughed at in front of the United Nations in 2018 and President Biden being applauded and respected when President Biden was in office. Here, play this clip.
In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Let's do this work together. Let's deliver progress for everyone. Let's bend the arc of history for the good of the world, because it's in our power to do it. Thank you for listening. You're kind.
And the thing about Donald Trump too, and you know, Trump being laughed at, and Donald Trump talking about people like submitting and all this stuff, you think of like Donald Trump's humor. He has none, zero humor. He punches down, and when the crowds laugh, they're laughing at him. He's not telling jokes. He's saying like real horrific things about people, and that's what his crowd goes there for, to laugh at the cruelty and the lack of humanity. He's divided us against each other as a country, and with spreading this vitriol and this hate. Like, and again, whatever you think about the former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, I happen to be a supporter of hers, but you know, you may not be. It's okay, you know, if we want to talk about policy, I'm okay with that. But Donald Trump mocked the fact that Nancy Pelosi's husband was almost killed in an attempted murder in a break-in from a MAGA madman who was listening to Trump and listening to all of this horrible rhetoric coming out from the right wing. And then Donald Trump and MAGA tried to spread a right-wing conspiracy. Oh, they did. They tried. They spread a conspiracy that Nancy Pelosi's husband was like secretly gay, and there was like a gay relationship with the attacker. There was a trial. The guy was convicted. But Donald Trump went in one of his speeches, mocked Nancy Pelosi from a few months back. Remember when Donald Trump did that and mocked Nancy Pelosi's husband, who was the victim of an attempted murder? Someone who broke into their house. Play this clip.
We had no terror during my administration. The only terror we had was Nancy Pelosi, who's a crazed lunatic. She's a lunatic. She is a crazed lunatic. What the hell was going on with her husband? Let's not ask. Let's not ask. I'll withdraw that statement. By the way, she's got a wall around her house. Obviously, in that case, it didn't work very well, did it?
Sure.
It didn't work.
I despise Chris. Did you say he's a human hero?
In any event, I just think that why the world looks down and does not submit to Donald Trump, it's all of that. People are like, this person is vile, this person is disgusting. I'm submitting to you. Here is more posts from Donald Trump. Anywhere, anytime, any place. It's referring to debating President Biden. I'm willing to bet that when normal invitations for debates go out and real journalists are going to be asking questions, that Donald Trump will say, I can't do it there, I can't do it at that time, and I'm not going to do it at that place. What Trump means, anywhere, anytime, any place, means let's do it in a MAGA rally in the courtroom or in the White House or something stupid like that. And so we'll go back to that post in a month or two when Trump goes, I'm not going to do it there, I won't do it there. This is another post of Donald Trump reposting an account called Fruit Snacks, where he took the name, image, and likeness of Melania. And you see there on the top what it says? It says, Do It Q, and then it has a Trump media logo. Do It Q. Do you see that on the top right there? It is quite literally another QAnon meme. Do It Q, and then they're trying to pump Donald Trump stock with Do It Q? The heck? Here's another one by Fruit Snacks, where we go one, we go all. And anyway, I could show you a ton more of these. Just compare it to what President Biden's posting. Donald Trump learned the best way to get rich is to inherit it. When I look at the economy, I don't see it through the eyes of Mar-a-Lago. I see it through the eyes of Scranton. President Biden post, small businesses are responsible for 99.9% of all American businesses and nearly half our economy. They're the glue that holds our nation together. President Biden writes, since I took office, Americans have filed a record 17 million new business applications, each one of them an act of hope and confidence in our economy. President Biden posts, I committed to you that I'm going to conserve at least 30% of America's land and waters by 2030, period. And folks, we're all on our way. And since I've mentioned this idea of like world leaders laughing at Donald Trump and like what MAGA crowds are actually laughing at, I want to share this with you because I think this is an important video that President Biden posted. He posted this one a few weeks ago, but it's worthy of bringing back up right now. It's President Biden and Bernie Sanders, Senator Sanders, watching Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago as the wealthy crowd laughs that Donald Trump says that he's going to help them pay less taxes and that you're super rich and I'm going to hook you up. And take a look at President Biden and Bernie Sanders here. Play the clip.
Because you are all people that have a lot of money. I know 20 of you and you're rich as hell. We're going to give you tax cuts. We're going to pay off our debt.
You know, that's everything you need to know about Donald Trump. When he thinks the cameras aren't on, he tells his rich friends, quote, we're going to give you tax cuts.
Can anybody in America imagine that at a time of massive income and wealth inequality, billionaires are doing phenomenally well, that he's going to give them huge tax breaks? And then at the same time, he's going to cut Social Security and Medicare and programs that our kids need.
This is his economic plan? That's what he wants to do? Cutting taxes for his friends? Cutting Social Security for you? That makes me mad as hell, quite frankly.
The hypocrisy is just outrageous. This is what he says to his billionaire friends, not quite what he's saying at his rallies.
There are 1,000 billionaires in America, in this country. They pay an average tax rate of 8.2% federal taxes. So I have a plan, we have a plan, asking his good buddies to begin to pay their fair share.
You have one candidate who wants to cut Medicare and Social Security and one who's going to protect it. That's why I'm supporting Joe, and I hope you will as well.
So, folks, as Donald Trump's arriving to the court, he's posting QAnon memes of Melania, QAnon videos. It's just all so pathetic and disqualifying. And please share the word with people. Just let people know what's going on. That's why we show you the clips. We show you his posts. Because you're not seeing this anywhere else. Just let people know what's going on. You may have friends and family and coworkers, right, who are not into politics. And just say, look, this isn't politics. Like, hey, can you just take a look at this? Just show them this and see what they say. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 3 million thanks to your support.
Shout out to Midas Touch. let's read these comments, and I'm gonna give my comment. Let's go ahead and like that. If it loads, my computer's been slow as hell. It's not gonna load. We're not gonna wait. Donald Trump just be trolling on social media, bro. Like, get off social media. It's best you get off social media, you duck off, you just chill, bro. Cause like, just stay off social media, bro. Yeah, he's right. I'm just getting into politics, man. It's not really a young type thing. It's usually more for like older people, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, younger people like me are not really into politics, and that's just me being around them. Like, I feel like it's interesting. Like, sometimes I want to know what's going on in the world, even though I still gotta go to work and all that shit. But this shit is interesting. Donald Trump is troll. That's all. I mean, Donald Trump is a troll, in my opinion. That's all I really know, man. But I'm just learning about all this. I'm not taking no sides. I'm just learning and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I know the election's coming up, so, and this man's been on trial, so yeah, let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about all this, what y'all think about Trump and how he be trolling and stuff. And yeah, man, if you're not yet subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified, and like the video if you like the video. And do me a favor, go to Midas Touch. Go ahead and get them to 2.5 million. Go like their videos because they're amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby. And we are.